Hello, hi everyone. In this session, I will be solving the assignment that is assignment number 37, master detail assignment, which is assigned on 24th March 2025. So this assignment is related to master detail concept. So this is very important. If you see any application, any mobile application or web application, so everywhere we are able to see this master table, master detail concept. So, what is the task assigned here? The task assigned is related to a simple order management system. So, where we will be having a orders table, okay, so which is the master table, and we need to create against a orders. So, we will be having order items. Okay, so at order level, we have order ID, customer name, order date, total amount. Then at item level, we have item ID. Okay. Then we have order ID, then product name, what is the quantity, then unit price, then total price. So if we see the relationship between this table and this table, so how they are linked? So they are linked with order ID. So you can see here foreign key referencing from order table. So one order can contain only one item or can contain multiple. So there is one-to-one relationship also we can achieve from this or one to many. So against one order, we can add multiple items. Okay. So yeah. So now how we need to start this one. So here we'll go and first we need to check whether we have database objects or not. Okay. So in some cases the database will be already available, and if you are just working as a front end developer, okay, so if backends are already available, then no need to go for table creation and everything. So now I don't have tables. So if I have table also, I will create new tables because I want to demonstrate this for all the students so that if anyone don't know how to create the table also, they can able to complete this assignment if after watching this session. So I'll go to the subject browser. Then I want to create the table. So click on so here plus icon, or we can just click on this card also. It will do the same. Then creating the table. So I'll name this as orders. Okay, there is a space. I'll just remove the space. Then I will add the columns. So here, what type of report is this one? Interactive grid. This is the interactive grid, and this is the normal form. So what are the columns? We need to add order ID, then which is number. So this is the primary key. Then I want so order date. So I will take in sequence wise order date. So this one I want to store date. So data type is date. Then I want customer name. So I think 250 is enough. So varchar type, this means variable characters. Okay, so we can store maximum of 250 also, or we can store less than 250 also. But if I define this as a char type, and if I define this 250, so if I just type customer name as so anything customer name as John, John, and then for remaining 246 character, it will assign as a space. So it is better to assign with varchar. So 250, I want to make order date and customer name mandatory. So I will mark as not null. Then just click on this add column because we need to add more columns. Then I want to add few more columns here, order related. So we have order ID, customer, order date. So what all can we add for orders? order ID, customer name, maybe, yeah, this is enough, I think. Okay. Yes, total amount. So which is of type number. Okay, so this one I will not mark mandatory. If we can, like, if we are not handling with zero items for a order, then we can just keep this. If we are handling zero items, then we can we cannot mark this. Then if you want to make that mandatory, just select that. So here in this example, I will select not null so that there should be some value. And if I want to set default zero for this total amount, we can directly add here. So this is a database concepts, nothing related to Oracle Apex. Then total amount, order ID, order date, customer name, total amount. Yes, that is fine. So if you want, based on your requirement, you can add more tables or more columns here. Okay. So the concept is same. If you have four columns also, the concept is same. If you have 1,000 columns also, the concept will be same. Then just click create table. So one more thing. So I want to maintain order status. Okay. Order status in assignment. I have not included that, but so you can just add that. Not null. Default. I want to keep the this as a draft. Status of the order I want to keep initially as draft. Or new. Okay. So we can keep new. So here we need to provide them in single quote, otherwise it will give error. Then I want to maintain the who column. So in database design, it is very important. So we need to maintain these four columns in any table created by, then created date and time, updated by, updated date, time. Okay. So this one I want to capture timestamp with local time zone. Okay. So why I am selecting this? So if we select this, it is help for getting the automatic time zone based on different locations. So if the application is using in multiple countries, and if you want to see the date and time according to the location, exact location where you are using the application, so it is better to choose this timestamp with local time zone. Otherwise, if you just want a date and date, then you can go for this. And if you just want timestamp, you can go for this. And also, if you just want normal timestamp with time zone, you can go for anything here. Then created by, I want to capture, so automatic logged in user. So I will choose varchar type. Then created date and time also, I will choose timestamp with local time zone. Then updated by, again, this is the logged in user. So I'll choose varchar type. Then here, so I want to capture. So these two I will make mandatory, and these two I will keep not mandatory. Okay, so then this is fine. This is my order table. Then I'll just take this SQL. Okay, so it is giving error. Why? Because so we have defined varchar type, and we have not defined the length of the varchar. So it is giving error. So we need to give the scale or length of the varchar type column. So order status, so maximum how much? So 50 is enough. So created by, so varchar 2. So maybe we can give 150 and 150. Okay. So if I click the preview SQL, it will show the table script. So if you are familiar with SQL, you can directly create the tables from SQL Developer or Toad or from this SQL Workshop SQL commands. Okay. So if you are not familiar with SQL, then you can still you can use these UI to create the database objects. Okay. So I'll just save these scripts and upload in the folder. Then if anyone want to refer, so you can refer. This is the table script for order table. This is the order tables. Then just click on create table so that table will be created. Okay, now our order table is created and primary key sequence also it automatically created. And we can see here, so it will default value for order status we have set new. Then so here these are the things, those are not mandatory. Then those are mandatory. So wherever you see null label equal to n, then what is the next step? The next step is order items. Okay, so we will create the order items table. I'll click create table, then order items. This is my table name. Then here, so instead of item ID, I will rename this to order item ID. Okay, so you can also name like this, but the better way is order item ID. Okay, or order line ID or something like that. Okay, so order. So this is fine. Order item ID, and again this is number, which is the primary key of this table. Then I want to link order ID from the previously created orders table. Okay, so that we can know. So in Excel, I will type. So let me open the Excel to understand this better. This is the order ID and order date. Yes, so assume that this is your master table, and here, so this is order number 1, which is placed on 24 April 2025. Then customer is Nihasoft. Okay. And then here I will just mention order item ID. Then if I just put item ID or item name, so item name and its price, unit price, quantity, then total price. Okay. So assume that this is the sequence number 1, and I ordered one laptop. Okay. So laptop, then unit price is maybe 25,000. I want one quantity, then total price will be 25,000. Okay. So assume that, so there is another order. Again, in another order, the order item ID, so it can be 2. Okay. So assume that this is mobile. So another customer, they ordered mobile, so which is worth 55,000. So one quantity, then here it will be 55,000. So how we will understand? So this particular product is for this particular product is for which order number. Okay, so we need some relationship between this orders table and order items table, so that we need to maintain one more column for linking between order items and orders. So I will just add one more column here, order ID. So that here, if I put, so here what are the orders we available? So I will put another order, so which is placed on 23 April 25. Yeah. So this is from another maybe uh, job. So this is another customer. So what is the order ID? 2. So John is booked mobile. So it will appear like this. Then Nihasoft booked laptop. So which is from this. So if you want to see who booked the laptop, so how we can see, you will go to the orders table. So what is the order ID for this laptop? What are the order ID for this laptop? Order ID is 1. So what is order ID here? Yes, this who booked, Nihasoft booked. So like this. To maintain the relationship between a parent and child, so there is something called foreign key concept, so that we are using here. So in master detail, the main thing is foreign key, so we need to define the table structure properly. So this is order ID, again this is the number, so I'll choose not null. Then so we have item, line item, then order ID, then product name. So here, so I'm directly using the product name to make the demo simple. But in real time, so there might be separate table for maintaining all the product lookup in that case. So we will be using product underscore ID here. So we are not using the name, we are just using the ID. Okay, ID of the product in the backend. Then this is product name, which is of type varchar 2. Then so scale, I want product, maybe I will give around uh 300. Yeah, that is enough. So based on your business, so what type of products are there, so you can design similarly. Then already this is number, so scaling is not mandatory. Sorry, the column is added here, so I'll just move it back, or I'll just delete this one. I want to add column next to after this product name. So product name also I want it as mandatory. Then what else I need? Quantity. So again, this is number, then unit price. This is unit price, so which is of type number. Then what? This is total price. This is total price. So as these are currency, okay, these are currency, these two. So maybe we can define. So here, if you see, it is mentioned 10 comma 2. So, okay, so decimal. So if we want to enter the price like 100.50 or something, so we can define the those things. So 10 comma 2, 10 comma 2. So we'll mention here. So total price also number. So here also I will add those four columns created by. So you can also name this as created by user, okay, or you can keep it simple, created by. So we will store the logged in user or the person who is creating the record. Then this is created date, time, timestamp with local time zone. Then I want updated by. So I also want updated date and time. Okay, so quickly we will set the length for the data types. Then we will review the mandatory columns. Yes, quantity is mandatory. So default quantity, I will set it as 1 here. So unit price, it is mandatory. Then total price also mandatory. Then created date time mandatory. So remaining I will keep nullable. I'll just click on this preview SQL because I want script. Okay, so if you see these two tables, so again they are still independent. We just defined the order ID column, but have we created any relationship between these two tables? No. Still these two tables are independent. Okay. So how to define the links between this table and this order items table and orders table? So first create the table, then okay. So now we have orders table and we have order items table. Okay, go to your child table, then go to constraints. Then here, so you will see already there are a couple of constraints are created. So how they are created? While creating the table, you have defined primary key, you have defined not null condition. So based on that, so system will automatically, database will automatically generate the constraints, and those constraints you are able to see from here. And again, if you don't want this constraint, if you want to remove, so here you can see the options. You can drop, or you can just enable and disable the constraints. So now we want to create the relationship between these two tables. Okay, so next we need to define foreign key. So here if you see this one, we need to define foreign key for this order ID, which is present in order items table and mainly present in the orders table, that is master table. So I want to create a constraint. So click on create button under constraints tab. Then so here we can see constraint type. So basically we have these four: unique constraint, primary key constraint, foreign key constraint, and check constraints. So if anybody don't know what is these things, so there is a tutorial site. Yes, so this is the site I referred. So I also learned on self basis. So this is the site. Just go to this site and refer couple of YouTube videos. Then you guys can able to understand what is constraints. Okay. So coming back to this foreign key, click on this foreign key, and also guys, I'm planning to start SQL, the basic SQL and PL/SQL recorded sessions. Okay, so I will record and upload them to in the drive so that you guys can refer those things. Okay, so if you're already familiar with SQL and PL/SQL, no need to refer, and if you don't know, then you can refer that folder. So foreign key, then here we have a delete behavior. So I'll just explain the overview. What are these things? So disallow delete. What is this disallow delete? Suppose, uh, so here in this case, so I have two orders. Okay, I'll rename this tab to orders. Then this tab to order items. So here, so this is our child table. So we have order ID 1, which contains laptop, and total price is 25,000. So what this disallow delete will do? Okay, so this disallow delete, it will not allow to delete the parent record. Okay, this is the parent record. So if there is a child record exists, so and if user trying to delete the main parent record, so system will not allow to delete. So it will prevent from deleting so that you will not lose the data. So if directly someone go and delete this header record, then if you want to see which customer ordered this product, then how you will see? You'll go to this order tables and you will not find anything related to order ID 1. Okay. So while defining the constraints, so in database we have these type of delete behavior. Okay, that is a disallow delete. It will not allow to delete parent record if there is a child record is exist. So if you click this question mark, so I think it will okay. So it is if you click here, it will go to documentation. So not useful. So just it is straightforward. Like it will not allow to delete the parent record if there is a child record exist. So we need to delete the child record first. So we need to delete this order, this one. Then we need to once this is deleted, we need to delete this order. So like that, we need to perform. So if there is more than one order items are there under that product. So for example, I will just copy this record and just paste below here. Maybe uh, okay. So order item ID. So this might be 2 or 3. Then so here this is sequence. So should not allow to repeat, and also we defined this order item ID as primary key, so that's why I'm following the sequence number. Then order ID 1, so this may be MacBook. Okay, so maybe 1 lakh. So in this case, order number 1, which contains 2 products. Okay, so if you want to delete the order, so we need to delete both the items, that is item number 1, item order ID 1 and item order ID 3. So we need to delete these both. Then it will allow to delete the main record, that is master record. So that is for disallow delete. Then what is this cascade delete? Cascade delete is nothing but, so if you delete this order item, so if you have defined your foreign key constraint with cascade delete behavior, if you are trying to delete the header, so automatically it will delete the header record. First it will delete the child record, then it will automatically delete the header record. So you don't need to manually delete the child record, then you need to proceed for deleting the header record. So it will automatically delete without any issue. Then so set null and delete. What is this set null and delete? Suppose assume that this is orders table and we have order item table, and if you go and delete this, so I will add a flag here. Okay, so assume that this is deleted. Okay, so I cannot remove from here, so I want the data, or I'll just highlight. So highlight this in red color, so that assume that this is now deleted and there is no data. So once this is deleted, so what it will do, if we set null and delete, so it will just update the child table. So this is the child table, so it will update null here wherever that order number is used. So it will just update null here, so that still there is a child record, but you don't know these items are for belongs to which order. Okay, so that is the difference between this delete behavior of disallow delete, cascade delete, and set null and delete. But in this example, I'll go with cascade delete, and based on your requirement, you can choose any one. Then here, what is the primary key column from this order items table? That is order ID. Choose this. Then move here, scroll down. Then, so what is the reference table? So, so from which table the order ID is coming? That we need to choose here. So obviously that is our master table, that is orders. Select that, then it will display all the columns present in this master table. Just choose the column which you want to link for foreign key. Okay, selected the column, then below we can see the SQL query. I'll just copy this query and paste it here. So what we are trying to do, so we are just altering the table. Which table? The table order items which is present in this schema. That's why the schema name dot order items. Then add constraint. We are adding a constraint. This is the constraint name. Then foreign key. So constraint is of type foreign key. We are adding for order ID. Then referencing from orders table order ID. Then the delete behavior on delete cascade. So this is how the table alter script will look like. So here it is better if you just rename the constraint like so fk, so that will, so we can easily understand this is foreign key constraint. So again the script got changed, so I'll just alter it here. I'll apply this so that table will be altered. Okay, so we can see here the constraint got created. So usually it will not take this much time as we are using this apex.oracle.com, so which is free. So lot of users are using this server, so it is little bit slow. Okay, then the table database object creations is done. Then next we will see uh, how we can proceed with the uh, screen creation. So this is done. We already mentioned. Then order items should be the child detail. Okay, so this is also done. Now we need to provide CRUD operation, that is create, read, update, and delete operations. So using our the interface like so stack type, side by side, and drill down type, master region, master detail. Now I'll go to the same application, that is master detail. This is the application. I'll run the application. So if you don't have the application, just create the application. The application creation is very simple. Go to your app builder. Then from here, just click on create. Then just give any name. So if you are creating new application, so maybe you can name order management, order management app. Okay, then just click this create application so that application will be created. So in this demo, I'm doing in the same application. So where this previous demo application is created. Okay, so in previous sessions, we have seen this stack line side by side and drill down. But these things we created from page creation wizard. But here I am creating everything from scratch so that you can get more idea. So I want to achieve this stack type. So I'll create a blank page and I name this as order management. Okay. So I want this page to be normal page. So I will not select model dialog or drawer. then I am fine with these things like icon and everything. I will not spend much time here. Then just click on create page. So if I run the page, so the menu is there, then the page is empty page. Okay. So now I will open this stack type in another tab so that we will get idea what are the things we needed. In this example, we have achieved the project sign milestones related to that project and also tasks related to milestones and comments related to tasks. But here we have only two relationships. One is order and another one is order items. So what are the things I need now? So I need a region that is interactive grid region for entering the orders, that is parent details. So I want this one. So I'll go here, click create region. I choose interactive grid because I want to edit in the same page. I don't want to open form and I want to update. This is, I name this as orders region. Okay, so interactive grid, then I need to choose the source. I choose the table. I will select the table that is orders. Okay, so here we can see all the columns are displaying. If I just run, we already know it will create the interactive grid, but which is of type not editable. And also we don't have any data in our table because just now we have created the data. So how to add the records and how to update it here. So if you see here, so this is editable interactive grid. So go to your grid. Okay, so already we are at same grid. Then just enable the editing option for this orders interactive grid. It is now enabled. Then it automatically added this apex row selector and apex row action. And we have all the columns related to our table. Click save and run. Okay, so now this is editable, but I want to see the heading here. I want to see the heading so that it is easily understand. We can easily understand this is header region, that is orders region. So whenever you create the interactive grid type region, the template type is selected as interactive report, and also the hidden here is like header is hidden. So we don't have option to enable the header here. So I will convert this to standard type. Okay, so that everything will be displayed. Okay, so we can see here now this is displaying and we have columns here for adding and updating. Okay, next step. Next step. So I want created by created date time, updated by updated date time to be automatically populated. I don't want to fill them manually. So next I will do, I will modify a little bit here. If you create everything from the page creation wizard, so it will just create like this. But again, if you want to make modification for these columns, you need to still do from manually. So these steps will help you. So first thing, I want all the columns to be a display only. So I have just selected one item, then I hold the shift key, then I will select the last page item so that all four selected. Otherwise, you can hold control key and click one by one so that all four will be selected. Then convert them to display only, then save the page. So now if we try to edit, so it will not allow you to edit those four columns. Then, so here Created by and date and time we want to populate automatically. So there is two ways we can do this. One is from application side, another one is from database side. So database side, how we will do? So we will utilize the trigger concept, then we will assign value before inserting the record. Okay, so but in this example, I'll go with Apex application side so that we can know how we can achieve this. And also, so maybe I will explain. Okay, so in this table, I will do from Apex side, and for order items, I will explain with trigger. Okay, so that I will learn both the concepts. So created by and updated by. So this automatically need to be populated by logged in user. Okay, so go here, set the default value. Okay, so default we need to set app user, that is the person who is using the application. Then if I select static, so it is kind of hard coded. If I select item, I need to provide page item or application item. So what we just know till now, we just know page item. We don't know what is application item. So don't worry about that. So in upcoming session, we will know what is application item. Then SQL query return single value. Yes, we can use this. We can also use this. We can use this function body, but the easiest way is expression because we already know how to access the logged in user. So we can access this using colon app underscore user. Yeah, just put colon app underscore user as default value for created by and updated by. Okay. Then, okay. So for created date time and updated date time, so I want to use the local timestamp. I can go here and set a default expression. I use local timestamp. So if you want to validate, you can just expand this code editor. There, just click this. Okay, so validated successfully. So if you are confident, so this syntax is correct. So you can directly save and run. Otherwise, you can just go here and if you type something wrong and if you try to validate, so it will give the error and also it will not allow to save the page. Now you can see as I set default values as logged in user and the value here date time and updated date time, so automatically it is populating. So I want to display here date and time. Okay, so I want to display here date and time. So but it is displaying only date. If we want to convert that to date and time, so what we already know that. So there is something called format mask. Okay, go to format mask and set your desired the format mask. So I want to display date and time in this format. So date, month, the year format. Then I want hour, like 10, and then minute, and AM or PM. Okay, so just save this. Okay, so again, this is not displaying here. Okay, so we will resolve this. Okay, so assume that it is appearing here, date and time, not a big issue. So I will explain how to solve this. Now, next, is there any validation we need to implement? So at order item level, so order level, so customer name, order date, this, then the order table should be this, okay. Data validation. So quantity is greater than zero, unit price, total amount. So at order level, we don't have any more like um, validation. Okay. So here order status. So I'll make this as a drop down. Select list. So I want to make this as a drop down. Then I'll provide a hard coded value. So initially, first it will be new. Then maybe created. Once the order is created, I want to show it as created, then closed. So I'm just including a simple status. So there will be a lot of status included in between. Then here we have a sort button. So if this is enabled, so it will automatically sort these things. When the page is rendered, it will automatically sort these things in alphabetic order. Okay, so it will not show new first. If this is enabled, it will show created, it will show closed, then created. So it will follow the alphabetical order. So if I want to display same like this, just disable this, then click OK. Then here, this will be select. So I want to display null value also. Okay, done. So here we can see new, created, closed. If I just enter details here, so order date this, then customer name, Nihasoft. So total amount, for now I can enter directly. Just click save button. So it is giving error. So I need to select this, then just create. So it is giving not a valid month. Okay, so why this is giving not a valid month? So here these columns, maybe I assume these columns are giving error. Okay, so we will see how to resolve these things. I'll just remove this format mask and I'll keep this as it is. Once we are able to solve the once the data is getting created, then we will try to make the format mask better. Okay, so now this is working fine. So this is how you need to resolve. So if you are getting the invalid date or something, then you need to go and check what are the date fields available in your form or interactive grid. Okay, so then try to resolve one by one. So initially, so you can like this, you can solve like this. Then later, once you are familiar with this and once you got the experience, so automatically you will understand which field is giving the error. Okay, so here till now it is fine. Okay, maybe we can set default order status as new. So how we can do? Go to that particular column, then click on default, search default, static. I want to keep new. So one more thing I need to explain here. Okay, so if you are using uppercase for return value, then if you are using a default value like this, so it will not set properly. So whatever you are using for return value, so same case you need to follow for setting the default value. Okay, then only it will set the default value properly. Just click OK. Now if you add one more row, so you can see here automatically it is setting the order status as new. Okay, it is setting automatically order status as new. Or so if I will show one more thing, I'll remove this. I have removed this and I also remove this static value. I have not set any default value and I'm not displaying any null value. I'm not displaying extra value, and also I'm not displaying null value for the drop down. So in this case also we will see how this will appear. Okay, so it is blank, and once you click this, it automatically select, because we are not displaying extra values and we are not displaying any null values. So once user add the record and once he click on this column, automatically it select the first column, first element in that drop down. Okay, so that is the difference. So I'll revert it back to previous. I want that extra value and I want new. Okay, sorry, this is select. Then, so here default static, this is new. Okay, so total amount also. Uh, so so here I don't want to edit this total amount. Okay, so it should come automatically from the order items. So it automatically calculate and update against this one. So uh, so for the time being, I'll keep this as it is. Once I create child details, then we will automatically display here. Or for now only, I will just make these changes to display only. This is display only, and I'll set this query only because so it is a calculation field. Okay. Now we'll go and create the child region. So I'll come here. I'll create one more region below, or you can click on this body or and click on create region. Then select this as order items. This is order items. So this is also I want it as an interactive grid. Okay. So on which table? Order items. Okay, order items table. Then just click OK. So I want it to be editable. Again, okay. So I will just enable. Then just click OK. Yes. So here also it is appearing. I want to name the header. So I'll go here and I'll just change the template to standard template so that it will display the region header. Yes. So now if I so here again I'll just quickly do the changes for this created by and updated by. So these four are display only fields. Sorry, I choose okay. Then order ID. So this will automatically come from here. So we need to link from this order and this order. So otherwise, what will happen? We just linked from the backend, but here in the application wise also we need to link. Okay, so how we can link? So if I try to add the record here, so I need to manually enter here. So what is the order number in this case? We are not displaying order number here. So if you see the database table, we will know what is the order number for that previously created order. That is 1. Okay, so if I want to create record here, if I type 2, so we will get error. So this may be laptop 21 unit price. Yes, total price maybe this one. If I try to save this record, it will give error. Why? Because it is executing integrity constraint. This violated. So how to resolve this? Go here, go to that particular table, order items table. Then if you check in the constraints, so if you check that particular constraint, it will show what is the relationship between that constraint and that constraints and why it is violating. So basically here what happening? So we have defined this order ID as foreign key from this table, but this orders table don't contain order ID 2. So it will not allow us to edit, add the record under this order items. So I'll just put order ID as 1, then just try to save. Yes, it got saved. So similarly, I'll add one more product under this order ID 1, and it will be 20,000. Now under order ID 1, we have two products, but here what I'm doing, I'm manually entering the order ID, but I don't want. System should automatically do that. So I'll just go to this region. We need to link this region and this region so that automatically they can handle the master detail concept. So go to your child region, scroll down. So you will see master detail. You will see master detail. Just link the master region. What is master region in this case? Orders. Okay, linked. That is fine. That is the first step you need to do. Then we need to link the column. So what is the column? The foreign key column between this order items and this order table, that is order ID. Okay, that is this order ID. So go to your child region, link the uh, foreign key relationship column. So if you go here, if you scroll down, you will see master detail column. Okay, so here what it is named? It is named master detail region. This is master detail region, but here column wise, this is master detail column. Master detail column. Just click this and choose order ID as your master column. Just click OK. Then uh, just refresh, add new row. You can notice here when you added new record, it automatically applying filter for this order items also. It is automatically applying the filter for this order items also. So let me add the record here. Sorry, this is date field. Quantity 1, unit price 250. This is 250. So now one main things what we need to do here. So we have two different regions and we have two different buttons for handling the save functionality. So this is what we need to avoid in interactive grid. If you see this one, uh, So there is only one button, so that is what user will accept. So okay, so here which button I need to click? Whether I need to click this or this. If I click this, it will just create this one. Okay, so if I just click this, it will give error because it is giving some error. Okay, so and also if I click this only, this will create the order. If I click this only, it will create the order items. But I want to create my order and its items on a single click. So first thing you need to do when you are dealing with master detail. So whenever you created a different interactive grids, editable interactive grids, so just try to hide this button and provide one custom button. So I will add the button now. I want to add that button under this breadcrumb. So I'll go to breadcrumb, then click on create button. Okay, I'll name this button as save or create order. So I'll keep it generic, that is save. I want to display it the highlighted one. So I'll select this hot, just click save. Then if you run this, again you will see those save button and so you will see this save button. Okay, let me add the slot as edit. Okay, so this is the place where I want to keep that button. So this is fine now. Now I need to hide these two buttons. Click on quick edit, create that, select that region, then go to attributes, scroll down, then you will see this toolbar. Under this toolbar, just untick this save button. You can also hide those reset button, action menu, search field, and search column selection. So those things, these things. So action column, edit button, add row. So whatever you want to hide, you can hide from here. So I want to hide a save button from this region also. Just untick. Okay. So here we can notice whenever we enable the interactive grid, it will automatically create the process. Two process it will create based on the regions. We have orders region and we have order items region. So it created the automatic DML processing for interactive grid process. Okay. So this will execute for orders and this will execute for order items. Okay. So for this button, so what is the button behavior? Button behavior is set as submit page. So once user click this, the page will be submitted to the server. Then system will check if there is any process written. Yes, there is two processes are there. One is orders, save interactive grid data. It will execute this. Then it will check next one. Yes, there is again another process. Then it will execute this. Why both the process will be executed? Because for these process we have not defined any server side condition. We are not linked these two process with any button or any condition based. So whenever any button is clicked and if the button behavior is submit page, so these things will be executed. So if you just create the button and name this as a delete, if you name this as delete and if you don't write any okay, let me save this and put this under edit. Okay, so this is under edit only. Okay, so if user click this also it will save, and if user clicks this save button also it will do the save operation. It will execute both the process. Okay, so that one thing you need to give concentration. Okay, so this is save button. So on click of that, it will execute these two process. Now we will try to see by adding a record. This one, this one. Okay, now we just have a single button, so that will handle the this operation. So I'll just try to update this. You can notice here page is submitting. Okay, so it got updated. I try to add one more product. Click on save. Okay, so it is adding under that particular order. So I will create one more order, which is on 23rd, John. Then I'll write down maybe he booked monitor. So quantity. Then I try to create the record. So what it is giving? It is giving error, cannot insert null into this is schema and orders table, total amount. Okay. So I'm creating the errors to just to make sure how you guys need to resolve the issues. So why this error is giving? So we have at order level, order master table level, we have a total amount column. So that is not nullable. But here we are not passing any value. So the constraint is violating and database is giving the error. The application is not giving error. Database is not able to create that particular record. So it is giving error and the Apex application is displaying the error. If you click this, you will try to see which particular process is giving the error. So there is a process that is called orders save interactive grid data, so which is based on order table, so that is giving the error. Now so what we can do one more thing. So simple thing is, so go to, so okay, so not that one, we will do one simple thing. This total amount, I will just make this editable, sorry, number field. This is number field. I'll just enter some dummy record here, but I will explain how to automatically calculate and set value here. Okay, so I want to add few more items. Okay, so under this John's order, I have added two items. Try to create. Okay, so again, this is giving error. Why? Because so maybe here total amount, I just enabled this as number field, but here as I enabled query only. So it is not passing the value for this field. So just disable this, click save, and we try to submit it again. Yes, it accepted. And we can see here now we have two orders. This is order and this is order. So you can see when you select the parent order, so automatically below items is reflecting. So same thing is happening here. So you will select lead one, you will select this project. So below things are refreshing. Okay, so this is how we will create the manual thing. Now, we will just apply a little bit more advanced concept here. This total price, I want to make it automatic calculation. Okay, so you already know how we need to do. So I assume you already know, uh, but again, I will implement. So how we can do this calculation? So using dynamic action. So on what changes? On changes of quantity and unit price, we need to calculate the total price. So click on this column, click on create dynamic action, then name this as calculate total price. This is calculate total price. Then what action we need to do? We need to set the value for this total price. So set value for which column? That is for column total price. Then um, how you need to set the value? So are you using a hard-coded value or you want to calculate? You want to calculate. So you can directly use the SQL statement. So what is the SQL statement also you can use, or expression also you can use. So how to use this statement? How SQL statement will look like? SQL statement, it should have select query and you need to have a columns, then you need to have from, then you need to have table. But here we are calculating dynamically. So we can utilize the dual table. So select what is the formula for calculating total price? So quantity multiplied by unit price. How to access quantity and unit price from interactive grid to this dynamic action SQL statement code editor. So like how we will access the page item value using P6 underscore something. So here for dynamic action for interactive grid columns, so just we need to use the column name. So this will be quantity multiplied by unit price. Okay, quantity multiplied by unit price from dual. Okay, so that this will complete the SQL statement. So it is giving error. Why? Because I just use the column unit price. So it is checking dual table for unit price. If you put colon, it understand this is the application component. Okay, so this is the column from the interactive grid. Okay, so this is fine. It will do the calculation. Then here just check. So whenever you are using dynamic action, this is very important to pass these items to submit field. So columns, it will display all the columns from the interactive grid. So quantity I need to pass, then unit price. So if there is a if you are passing unit price first and quantity next, there is no impact. Yeah, and change of quantity. I want to currently this will apply only on change of quantity. So I want to apply the same thing whenever unit price also get changed. So don't go and create another dynamic action. So here only you have option select one more field. So this is unit price. So if unit price or quantity, if unit price or quantity get changed, it will trigger the dynamic action and it will do this calculation and set the value for total price page item. Okay, so we have created the dynamic action. Now we will test whether it is actually working or not. Yes, so we have a 250 unit price quantity one. I'll just change this to 10 quantity. Okay, so it is not a triggered. It is not a triggered. Once I click somewhere, it is triggering, and you can see here automatically it reflected the price. Okay, so I'll make this change to 15. It is changing. So dynamic action is working fine. Then when this is triggering, when I'm clicking somewhere, when I'm yes, so when this particular page item or the column is losing the focus, currently you can see here there is a blue color border. So still that column is having focus. Okay, so once you click somewhere, it will lose the focus. So that time the flag for this column is set as changed. So we are triggering the dynamic action on change of these two columns. Okay, so yeah, so we'll try to change this also. Okay, so I will set 2,500 for one headset. So you can see here the change in the price. Yeah, automatically it will work. So on change of this, if this I set as 0, then this will become 0. Okay, so this is how we will write the dynamic action. So now I want to change the dynamic action little bit advanced. So it should calculate whenever I am typing something like this. Immediately I want to see the price. So I don't want to click somewhere here and I need to see the price. So instead of this, just create, maybe just change the event, change this to key press or key release. Yes, so key down, key press, key release. So you can use maybe key press. So during dynamic action concept, we have seen what is key press, key release, key down. Yes, so I will not go again and explain those things. See here. So I'll make this, I'll remove 0. Okay, so it is working. Remove 10. 1, then 10. Okay, it is not working properly. So just go and change here to key down or key release. Zero, it triggered. Remove, it triggered. Okay, so again 12 triggered. If you remove, it is working properly. So what we can understand from this key release and key press. Key release, it will work for all the keys and it will execute when we type something. Okay, so when we type something and release the key, automatically it will execute. But key press, it will work for only certain keys. If I type backspace, it will not work. So like that. And also you can, whenever you are using dynamic action, so it is better if you enable this event scope to dynamic. Okay, so if you enable this, no harm. So if you keep this as a static, so sometimes it will not work. If you are applying filter on this report or if you are deleted, added something, so it will not work. So always if you are dealing with reports and if you are creating a dynamic action, so try to remember to enable this one to dynamic, event scope to dynamic. Okay, so now the calculation is working. I'll add one more record and I'll add it here. So what is this? What can I add here? Table lamp. One, then this may be 20 or 200. It is working properly, but it is, we are allowing to edit this. So in next step, we will learn how to disable this and how we can just freeze this one for editing purpose. Then just click save. Okay, yes, it is added table lamp. Okay, so now how we can freeze this to editing? Just go to this column. One thing we need to remember in interactive grid, if I just make this to, currently this is number field, total price. If I change this to display only, yeah, I'll just go here. I'll try to change this value to, okay, so it is not working. 3 also it is not working, but it is giving some error here. Just inspect and okay, I don't want mobile view. I just click here so that it will show the system view. Then click on this console to see that JavaScript error. So it is giving something set value not allowed for filled. Okay, so that means in interactive grid, we are not able to set value for particular column which is of type display only using dynamic action. But in normal form, so we can set value for the page items of type display only. So that is the limitation in this interactive grid. I don't know why the Oracle is did something like this. Okay, so but there is a workaround we can apply to achieve the this requirement. So just go here, change this to number field like how it was previous. Then here we have appearance section. So under this appearance, just add a class apex underscore disabled. So now you can see the column is appearing like freezed one. So we are not able to change that column. User is not able to make changes. And also if you change value here, the dynamic action will still work. So if you make this 3, you can see here value is reflecting, and if you click save also, it will accept the value. You can see here it got changed. So this is how you need to work with dynamic action. So if you want to know more about this class apex underscore disabled, just type in Google, then you will find many blogs. So if you go to any one blog, so you will accept. So this is nothing but this is a CSS class, and it will just prevent the mouse actions. It is not allowed to click edit or click. Okay, so it will just prevent and freeze the column. So I hope this is clear. So nothing left here. If you click this, automatically it will filter. This is test, and this is yeah. So it is working. So if you want to create one more order, I will create. So ignore this one, total amount calculation. So in upcoming session, I will explain. Okay, the calculation also fine. If I want 15, it will do the calculation properly. Then just click save. So in a single shot, we are it is saving automatically master and detail. Same thing will do. It will create master and detail if you create from the application page creation wizard. But what is missing here? So here it will not allow. It will not create automatically these two columns, and it will not add the validation or dynamic action. Okay, so this is order management stack type. So now quickly I will create one more type, that is which one? Side by side. Side by side is little, it will take much time. Okay, so before side by side, I will create a drill down type. So that is quicker. So again, I'll go for creating the blank page because I want to explain you how we can achieve these things from scratch. So I'll name this as order management drill down. So what is the drill down? We already know what is drill down type. So how it will appear. So it basically consists of two or more pages. So in the main page, we will display all the header information. So in our case, what we need to display here in this page, we need to display all the orders. So go to the page. So why this is giving error? So I opened this already one, the tab is opened here, and I opened another one, and I try to do the quick edit. So it is giving some issue. So just close this, then again try to do the quick edit, or just refresh this one. Go to this menu, try to add something. Okay, so just we have breadcrumb. I want interactive report. So because I want to show or drill down information, I want to show header information. So here this is orders region. I want it as an interactive report. So you can create any report, not only interactive report. It might be classic report or anything. This is orders. Okay, click save. Okay, now we are able to see all three orders, which is we previously created using from this order management screen. Now I want to see items present under each order, and I want to create more orders, and I want to add more items under that. So we need a form. Okay, so we need another page, so that once we click here, it should navigate to drill down page. So I will create one more page. So I'll choose blank page. So order detail. I'll name this as order details. Just remove this drill down because we are navigating from drill down only. So it is easily understandable. Order details. I want this is to be model dialog or normal. So anything is fine. I'll keep this normal only. Normal, then okay. So breadcrumb. Yes, I want breadcrumb. The parent entry, I want it to be orders. I want this one. Okay, so I will show how this will appear. Navigation, I don't want to show this under navigation. I just want breadcrumb. Just click create page. Okay, the page is created. Then I'll go here and define the link for my order details table. So I want to add a link here. I'll go here. This is interactive report, so we can directly add the link from this attributes. So link to custom target, then define your target page, that is order details. This is the page. Click OK. Then icon, which icon you want to display. So I'll choose this one or maybe this one. Okay, so just remove this and choose the icon. So if you want to display another icon, so how you can do, you can just go to universal theme. So there is something called icons here. So if you want to display this icon, so just copy paste this span and go here and paste. So first I will save and run this. So you will see how it will appear. Then I'll just change to another one. So this is the default icon. That is this icon. If you are not happy with that icon, if you want to add one more icon, just use the universal theme. So copy the span, put it here, just click save and run the page. You can see here now this is displaying like this. Now once I click this, it is opening here order details. Okay. So next I want to open order details form here. Then below I want to open the order items. So I need a form here. So I'll go to this page, that is page number 14. That is my order details page. I'll just create the region and I want to display header information in a form. So create form, choose this as a form. Form is based on which table? Orders table. This is order table. So you can see automatically it created the page items based on the table. And primary key item automatically it hidden and also it marked. And I name this as orders info order. So I will not use plural here because when we drill down, we are opening one particular order. So I'll name this as order info or order header, anything. Okay. So it will open. Then I'll just do the layout here. I want to display order date, customer name. So this is so what I have did. I'm just displaying this. I'm using two column format. Order status I want to display next to this one. So I will disable start new row. So customer name I want to show here. I'll just disable. Okay, so now the form will look a little bit better. Yes, we have order info here. And again, same thing. So I don't want to allow edit for these things. Go here, select all four, do display only. And if you want to set default value, so you can still do the same concept. Default. Yes, so if you want to use SQL query, you'll choose something like this. Select colon app underscore user from 12. Yeah, this is using SQL query. So if you want to use simple, click expression, then just put this colon app users. Then these two is the default value. That is local timestamp. So if you want to set date also default to today's date, then go here, then just put sys date. You can see here, so automatically it populated the logged in user and the today's date, and here also today's date. And these two columns are not editable. Okay, so yes, we have done with this order header. Now we want to display here the child records related to that particular order, but I want to show order number here. I want to display the order number also so that it is more clear. So I'm clicking on order number 24. It is opening that particular order information. Okay, so how this is opening? We have created the form. Okay, we have created the form using the region. Then it automatically create before header process. So which will execute select star from orders table where order ID equal to this page item. It will do internally. Okay, so that is uptype form initialization. This will handle. Then yes, we don't have created any process here, so it is still just it is for a read purpose. Then I want to display all the order items related to that particular order. So before that, I want to display order number also. I want to display order number here in the breadcrumb. Okay, so anywhere we can display because it already have value here. If you click this session and if you click this session and click on this view session state, okay, so it is not displaying here because that is protected one. Okay, so this is protected one. So if you want to display this maybe somewhere here in the breadcrumb, sorry, where is the breadcrumb? Okay, so this is the breadcrumb. And if you want to display order number, so just take this page item, go to breadcrumb, then from where this breadcrumb is coming from the shared component. Okay, so if you want to edit that name, the breadcrumb name, go here. Currently, what is the breadcrumb name? It is displaying order details. Then we have this apostrophe. Yes. Then just remove everything. And I want to display something like this order number colon. Then I want to display the order number. Okay. So if you put directly like this, so what will happen? See here, it is displaying as it is. I want to show the order number here. So what is the how to access page item value? So colon using colon, we will check. So there is only three possibilities are there. So this time I'm using colon. Okay, so we will see whether it will support or not. Okay, you can see here it is displaying as it is still when I'm using colon. So that means this breadcrumb short name field will not support this colon. So what is the another possibility? Hash hash. Okay, so that also still not supporting. Then what is the remaining one? Ampersand dot. Okay, guys, I know which one will work here. So I just want to demonstrate all the features. So in some places it will work ampersand dot. In some places it will accept hash and hash. Uh, so until you guys are familiar with those things, so you can apply trial and error method so that it will work at certain time. Now, if you just execute, if you just run the page, so you can see here. So I will just go back and okay, so it is yeah, sorry. Actually, it is not opening the detail. I thought it is opening that particular order information. Okay, so when you inspect this, it is not showing anything. Okay, so it is not showing anything because we have not set any value for this order ID. So as we are not passing any value from this page to, we are not passing any value. We are just redirecting from here to that page. Then how it will execute the select query? So it is executing select query where order ID equal to null. We don't have any orders where ID is null. So go to this interactive report. Go to the interactive report, then click on attributes. Then here where you define the target, just pass the value for the order ID. So this is the we are setting items. Okay, so we are setting items on target page. What is the target page here? 14 is the target page. So which value we need to set? So if user clicking on this particular first row, we need to pass 23. If user clicking on this, we need to pass 24. If user clicking on this third row, we need to pass 1. Okay. So how dynamically we need to set? If I hard code here, so for any row click, it will execute that one. So you can access the column value directly from here. Not only column value, if you have any page items in this page, you can set those things, or you can use this global page items or application items. So I will pass order ID here, then just click save. Save and run the page. Okay, so it is refreshed. Just click this. You can see here order number 23, order info. Okay, so it is displaying customer name, order status, and what is the total amount. Go back, click on this. It is opening order number 1. Go back, click on order number 23. So this we already seen. Go back and click on this 24. Yes, it is opening properly. If you click this session, view session state. Yes, so again, it is not displaying any value. Okay, that is fine. Then, so header information is fine, totally fine. Now we want to display child information, because here if you see this drill down type, how this is appearing. So you have an interactive report and click up this. So it is opening form here. Then you have a header form and you have a child record. Okay, so this I modified so that it is appearing like this. But here we will follow another method. So I want this is to be form and I want below thing to be interactive grid. I want below order items to be interactive grid. So I will choose this. Then I'll name this as order items. Okay, so this is order items. Then this is of type interactive grid because I want to add multiple items at a time. So interactive grid is the correct component. Order items. Just click save. I want to make this editable. Okay, so it is displaying all the data from order items. Okay, let me display the region name. So instead of interactive report, I change this to title items. I name this as items. But here, okay, so go back and just click particular item, particular order. So I am opening the order at number 24 information. But what are the information we are seeing here? So it is displaying all the items from all the orders. So what I need to do here, I need to apply the filter so that it will just display order number 24 products. So just go to this report. Then here you see where clause. So just put the condition where order ID equal to, from where you will get the order ID from this page item, because you already passing value from main interactive report to this one. So go here and just put this one. So here what is the syntax? Colon order ID. Okay, so wherever you see this page items to submit, so you can map if you are using any page items in the query for filtering purpose or for calculation purpose. So always try to map them. Okay. Now if I refresh, so what it is displaying? It is displaying items related to that particular order. Go back, click on order number 1, displaying, and it is displaying all the orders related to that particular, all the items related to that particular order. So I don't want to display this one. Why I need to display this order ID? So till now, I don't know which items are displaying. So I was enabled this one. Now I'll just go and just hide that order ID. So it should be hidden. So I don't want to display that. But maybe for backend purpose it is required. So just hide. This is items, product name, quantity, unit price, total price created by these things. Okay, so yes, this is fine now. But I want to add a button here for updating entire thing. So once I click that, so if you see here, yes, there is a button. Once this button is clicked, it should modify child record and also modify the header record. So I don't want to display, I don't want to have two buttons. Okay, so I'll just hide this. Okay, I'll just click this one so that it will hide the button. Button is hidden, so I will create one more button. Right click on breadcrumb, create button. I'll name this as update. Okay, you can put save or anything or apply changes. So it will give error because button name should not contain any spaces. Apply changes button is added. Okay. But we will see is there any process is created. Yes. When I convert this interactive grid to editable, it automatically added a process. We can see that process here. But what about form? Yes, for this form, when I create the form, it just added the before header process. Okay, so before header process that will for fetching the record. Now I want to add one more process, so that will handle thread operation, create, update, delete. Okay, so just click create process. Then here choose the process type to form automatic row processing DML. There is two different. One is for form and another one is for interactive grid. So don't get confused. Form automatic row processing DML. Then we need to select which form, that is order info. Okay, so selected. Then here I will just name this to orders. Hmm, So I will name this as CRUD. Okay, so I'll name like this, or you can also put something like this automatic row processing DML. Then for both the process, we can see there is no buttons are linked. So we only have one button in the page, that is save button or apply changes button. So once that is clicked, anyway, these two will be executed. So click save. The button is appearing here. I want that to be displayed here. So I'll go here. I'll change the button slot. I don't want this to be keep in region body. So I want to keep that in edit. Okay, so it is displaying here. I want to highlight that. Yes, it is appearing here. The button is highlighted. Now, okay, so go back. Okay, so this is the breadcrumb. And if you click this, it is navigating to another page. What is the breadcrumb for this page? That is order number and we are displaying. So here you see it is displaying some other link. So this is what the parent breadcrumb. So this is so okay, sorry. This order management drill down is the parent breadcrumb for this one. Again, from where this is coming, if you go here, you will see this breadcrumb. Then if you see the source, so if you click this, it will go to shared component breadcrumbs. If you go to shared components, and if you see here navigation and search, there is something called breadcrumbs. So here it is defined. Just click this and you will see all the breadcrumbs. Okay, so you see here this order number is under this order management drill down breadcrumbs. Okay, so this is the place where we will link the parent and child breadcrumbs. Okay, so now I'll just try to add the quantity one, then this is 8,500. Okay, this is fine. Then okay, so here I have not applied any dynamic action. That's why I am just changing. Then just click apply changes, and we will see whether it is yes, it is showing row updated, and it is also updated the record. I try to save changes here. Let me try to display amount here. So total price I want to display below. I'll go here in data, aggregate. Okay, I think I applied it for quantity. So I will add for one more thing. So how we will add? So in interactive report and here in interactive grid, it is same. So go to this. If you go to data, so you will see all the functions. Select aggregate, then click plus icon, then select the column I want to apply for total price. Then what function you want to apply, whether you want to apply count or sum. So here it will be count. Just click OK. You can see here total items are 3. Total price is 8,950. So I will just enter 8,950 here manually. Then I'll apply changes. It updated. So yes, it updated the parent record, and also I'll add one more record here. So what are the changes I did? I have added one more product here, but still the value this calculation is not changed. So it will recalculate once the page is loaded or when this report is refreshed. So it will not calculate automatically when you go on adding. So I'll keep this as it is. Maybe I'll change this. So 250 extra added. So here how much? So 50, it will be 9,000 plus 1,100. Sorry. 8,950 plus 50. So it will be 9,000, then 9,200. Sorry. Okay, so here it is giving error. Let me, because I have not selected default value for these things. So here it is giving error. So why this is giving error? Cannot insert for updating we didn't face any issue, but for adding it is giving error. Why? Because we just created this. We need to define the master key for this particular row. Okay, so go here. See the error. So it is not able to insert null for order ID in order items table. So here, do we have order ID in this? No, we don't have. But if you see the backend, the region, yes, we have, but what value we are passing? So we have not set any default value here. Okay, so just put master column. So you are not able to select master column here because you don't have a master region. Okay, so maybe we try to select master region from here. Will it allow? We will check. Okay, so it will not allow to select master region because we only have one interactive grid here. So it will not allow to select form region. It should be master, it should be interactive grid only. Then only it will allow. But in this case, we already have order ID in this P4 underscore order ID. So we'll try to use that one. So order ID, go here and set a default. This will be item from order ID. Okay, so this is what I set. Just click refresh. Add one more product. So I'll just put 20. So 8,970. So calculation is easy. Then just click apply changes. Yes, it got inserted. Okay, so this is how we will do the master detail. But why it is? Okay, sorry. So I updated 8,970. So that is wrong. This is 20. Click apply changes. 8,970 is the total. I apply update here also. 8,970. And if you increase the price to 40, so what this will be? This will be 90. Actually, we need to apply automatic calculation. So in this example, I'm not doing that. So in upcoming examples, I will demonstrate. So I updated both header and child. Yes, so you can see here, it updated both header and child information. Yeah, this is 40 and this should be 40. So as there is no dynamic action, so it is misbehaving something different because I missed to update. I just updated one column here, then I missed this. Okay, so that's why I see here both the things are updated. So quickly I will convert these things like created by and everything to display only. So created by, then this one will be updated by and default value expression, and this will be colon app underscore user. Then these two. Okay, so now it will not give that error. And again here for this total price, we can write the dynamic action. So I will show one example here. So I will not write dynamic action again here. I'll go to this previous page and I try to copy dynamic action from this page to that page. We have a dynamic action here. Then you see here option copy to other page. So if you already have some component in a particular page, if you want to replicate the same thing in another page, don't go for creating again. So there are functionalities available. So just right click and click copy to other page. Then the pop-up will open. So choose the target page, in which page you want to copy that one. So that is my which page. I will see the page number. Okay, so that is page number 14. So choose the page number 14 as a target page. Okay, then just click next. So this is the dynamic action name. Yes, that is correct. Then here you need to choose when it should trigger. So the event is key release, that is fine. Okay, so why this is asking? Because here in this page, you are triggering on click of this on change of this quantity and unit price. So in target page, it might be different. You can apply this to page item or something. So that's why it is asking. So I want to apply this for interactive grid. So I will select a selection type as region. Then it will show all the regions available in that page number 14. We have breadcrumb, we have order info, we have order item. So what is this 10, 10, 20? The region sequence. Okay, so region sequence. I want to apply this for order items. So select order items, then just click copy. Then if you go to this page, if you click on quick edit and go here, so you can see there is a dynamic action. Okay, so applied for region. Okay, so it will apply till region. It will not apply for column level. So you need to apply that for particular columns. Okay, so selection type, this is columns. I think I in the previous screen, if I select columns, so I'm able to. So yes, if columns is available there, we can directly select column, but region was available there, so I selected the region. Then so columns, order items, which column? Again here on change of quantity and unit price. Just click OK. So it is giving error here because we need to select the affected element. What is the affected element? Uh, Total price. Okay, so on change of quantity and unit price, we need to calculate total price. Okay, so here I use SQL query, but I will explain one more step using expression. Okay, if expression means you can just simply put like this. No need to use for select or dual table. So it is expression means normal formula only, but you can apply bracket or something if you want. And we will see whether it is working or not. This is 40, then I'll make this as 80. Yes, it is reflecting, so that dynamic action is working. Then again, if you want to freeze this one, how you will do? Uh, Go here, total price, then just add the class apex underscore disabled. So it is not showing here because I run directly from here. So that order number, it lose from the session. So it is not opening. So just click this button. So it is opening. Yes, it is opening and we are not able to change from here. Okay, this is fine. Okay, so if you want to delete this one, how we will do? So go here and add one more button. So this is delete. So I place this under delete slot. I want it to be displayed in red color. So I choose the type as danger. Okay, now previously I had only one button, that is apply changes. So it was executing fine here. So now if I delete, it should delete. If I click apply changes, it should update. So go here and for this delete button, just mark the database operation as delete, SQL delete action. Okay. Then for apply changes button, mark the SQL operation as update. Similarly, I will add one more button, that is create. Create button is displaying here. I want it to be in create slot. Okay, so it is here. So I want it to be here. Then I want to display that also in highlighted. It is displaying here. So in this case, I already, okay, so just go back. And if I am navigating from particular order, I don't want to show this button. I just want this delete and apply changes. So how we can do? So this assignment, so not only I'm concentrating on master detail. So this is like revision for you guys to revise all the concepts like server side condition, dynamic actions, validation. Okay, so try to complete this assignment. So I'll go here. I'll add server side condition. So I'll choose item is null. Okay, so if item is null, it should display create button. Which item? P4 underscore order ID. If okay, then or we can choose item is not null. Okay, so only these two we can choose. So item is not null, it will display. So for this also, I will choose. We will see how it will work. Okay, so it is displaying still. I think we added our create button. It is displaying because the item is not null. So I'll choose item is null. So it will display only when we are trying to create the orders. Yes, it automatically hide. Now if I go here, find how to open the empty form. So I want to create one more order. Yes, so I'll just add one more button here. So this is create button, and I'll name this as maybe new order. This is new order. So on click of this, it will redirect to page number 14. Page number 14, and I want to clear any cache from that page number 14. Click OK, refresh. It is appearing here. I want it here. Can also put that under create, so no issue. This is fine. Click on this. Yes, it is opening the empty form, and order number also nothing. So I'll put customer name, my name. Sorry. Everything is fine. Just click on create. So again, it is giving error. So order items, order ID cannot, because we are trying to insert the record, but order ID, when it will generate, when the page item, when this particular form is executed. So here we will see whether we can do something. Okay, so what page is this? This is page number 14. So go to page number 14 and check the process. So here this one. Okay. So it is executing this, and while executing this, it is giving error. So everything will be rolled back. Okay. So it will, if the process, in the process, if all run successfully, then will only the transaction are committed. Okay. So if you are not using any comment in between the codes, so everything will be rolled back. So in this case, it will create, but as there is an error in this one, so where exactly error is caused? Error is caused in this order item save interactive grid. Okay, so here the error came. So here in this drill down type, but here what example they used in automatic row creation, not this one. So if you create everything from the page creation wizard, so again here they are displaying the interactive report and you need to click one more button. But we are trying to achieve everything in a single shot. So here if you want to achieve, if you want to save master information and child information together and click a particular button, so you cannot directly achieve this using this concept. You cannot directly achieve using this one. Okay, so automatic row processing DML. So you need to change this to, instead of region source, change this to PL SQL code. Okay, so then just write the code here. We already seen how to do this. Okay, what is this code? So here I'll quickly add the record because this is very important. I'll switch this to query because I want the column names. I'll take the column and I'll just revert it back. Okay, so this is how I just apply the workaround. So insert into order underscore items, then all the columns. Okay, then values also, all the columns. But what is the syntax for providing values? So we need to pass colon, so that we will access value from the interactive grid column. So I am not using row ID, so I don't want this. I'll just remove. I'll put the semicolon here. But okay, so try to execute. Okay, so here there is no error, but here it is giving error because we don't have this employee table. For update also, I'll include the same code. This equal to colon order ID. Usually we don't update order ID, so later I will remove because order ID will not change. We are not allowing the user to change. Okay, so on what basis I am updating? On order ID basis. So I will not use the row ID. Order ID equal to colon order ID. So I'm not updating the order ID. I'll just remove from here. So what we are doing, we are updating the order items table, setting product name and everything. So whatever we are allowing here, so I just made them to update. Then when deleting, so we just need to delete from this order table where order ID equal to order ID. But from where we are getting order ID? So order ID is already present in this P4 underscore ID, P14 underscore ID. So instead of this, wherever order ID is there, I'll use 14 underscore order ID. So insert into order items. So here also P4 underscore order ID. So what logic I did here? So first this will execute. So it will do the insert operation. Then you see here return primary keys after insert. Once this is done insert, it will immediately take the primary key ID and it will assign it for primary key. What is the primary key for that form? Order ID. It will assign for that. So once this is done, P14 underscore order ID already contain the ID. So it will come here. So it will check. Yes, we are inserting the record. It will come here. Okay. So order ID. It will not take from interactive grid. It will take from page item. Okay. So page item is already contain the order ID. How it already contained? Because this orders CRUD operation is already executed. So it will not give that error. Okay. So just save this and we'll try to execute. I will not refresh and I just try to submit. I think it will give error. Okay, so yes, it executed. Okay, so no need to refresh, it executed. You can see here ABC customers. So after order I put, which is up 12,000 and here. So if you go back, you can see ABCD customer. So this is the one. Oh, not that one. Okay, this one. I'll just order my order number so that it is clear. So always newly created orders will be shown at top. Just click this. Yes, it is working. And you can add more products. 50. This is 500. 12,000 plus 500. This is 12,500. 12,500. Yes. Both the header and child records updated. Go back and see it from here. Yes, this is fine. So quickly, I will do one more changes here to display it better. This order ID, I want to display center. And instead of ID, I'll name this as order hash. So this is nothing but order number. Okay, so order number I am displaying in descending order. So order date, customer name, total amount, order status. Status also I want to put in center. Okay, so I will not add here everywhere order. So this is status. Then total amount, as this is the amount I want to display in a comma separated way. So I'll choose this. Guys, this is how you need to do everything. See, so it should be professional. It should look professional. Okay, so suppose if you don't want this date to be displayed like this. Okay, so we have this application and in many places we have applied the date. Suppose in all the places if we want to display date in DD, MON, YYY format, so we can do this very quickly. So go here in the shared component, then you see here globalization. click on globalization attributes, then click on this application date format, choose any date format you want. Okay, so you are setting date formats at application level. So that wherever you used date columns, so it will automatically override with this format, what format you will set under globalization for that particular application. So date and time format. So here it is just a date format, and here we are setting date and time format. Okay, so I want date and time to be displayed in this format. Then timestamp, maybe I want timestamp to be in another one, maybe this one. Time zone, so maybe this one. Yes. So this is fine. Just click apply changes. You see here, so previously we are facing a issue for displaying this time. So now this is displaying. And also you see everywhere the date automatically got changed. Yeah. Then just click this and we will see in the see here also everywhere it got changed. So if you want to display this date to center aligned, you can just do that. Okay, so now it's perfect. So new order. So you can create new order, and also you can you can drill down and see the current order. So we will see whether the delete is working fine or not. I'll create one more order. I'll name this as to be deleted. Assume that this is the customer name. So order total amount is 10. I'll name this as pen. Unit price is 10. Yeah. So click create the order. So order status, it is new. Okay. So row created. So that is order 26 is created. If you go back, you will see that. So 26 to be deleted, done, new, and which is created here. You can see here time also it is populating. And if you click delete, so it is giving error. Why? Because it executed the delete. Okay. So we'll go to page number 14 because this is executing from page number 14. So whenever you are dealing delete operation, so this is the common thing you will face in real-time application development. So how to debug this? First check from which region this is coming. Okay, so this is coming from initialize from order details. This is coming from initialization from order details. So always this will come from free rendering process. Free rendering. It will not come from this process. It will come from here. So why this is giving error? It is giving no data found exception because you already deleted the order ID. So when this code execute, it didn't find select star from orders where order ID equal to 26 because it already deleted. So it is giving error because here we don't handle any exception. So whenever you are handling delete, so always create the branch and move from main page to move from this detail page to main page. Okay, so what is the main page in our case? I think it is 13 page number. Okay, page number is 13. So just click create the branch, page number 13, and success message I want to display. Yes. Then define the condition when button pressed, create. So when delete happen, that time only it should navigate to. It should not stay in the same page. It should navigate to this page. Create one more process, one more order to be deleted. What is the amount? 10. Order status is new. Then product name pen. So quantity 1, unit price 10. Create the order. Order number 3 is created. Go back. Okay, so order number 3 is created. Just click this, then delete. Yes, it is showing the success message. It deleted and it went back to page number 13. So this is how you need to handle the master detail and some validations. And this is how you need to develop the application. So I hope this exercise is helpful for you guys. So practice, and if you have any doubts, so try to reach me and I'll try to resolve them. Thank you. Thanks everyone.